Hey guys, this is Angie at Chicken Scratch, and this is the project we're making today. This is one of our celebration items. So happy together. Okay, let me give you the measurements. We're using Daffodil Delight, and that measures 7 3/4 by 3 5/8. We're using the Gingham Gala Designer Series paper. This measures 2.5 by 2.5. We've got a 2 by 2 lemon lime twist, 2 by 2 whisper white, and then this is a 1/2 inch strip. This is just going to be for the greeting right there. Okay, so let me get the Simply Scored scoring tool, and we'll score this. This template will be posted on my website. It's going to look like this right here, okay? It will be included with the inspiration sheet. So we're going to start on the 3 5/8 side, and we're going to score that at 1 1/4, okay? Then we're going to turn it on the 7 3/4 side, and we're going to score it at 2 3/8, 3 5/8, 6 and 7 1/4. Now what we're going to do is score so that our sides of our boxes will fold in like that. So what I'm going to do is only score to about the 2 inch mark. So you can see the 2 inches over here. It doesn't have to be exact. So I'm going to start at the 3 inch and then go down to about 2 inches. And then over here, this is the other side of the box. And this is, let's see, I don't want to mess this up. 6 5/8. And again, only going to about the 2 inch mark. Okay? That's it with the scoring. Let's fold it on the score lines. Move this over here. Okay, now let's do some cutting. On this little section right here, I'm going to completely remove that piece, and then I'm going to angle cut this, okay? The rest of these I'm just going to cut up to the score line. Okay, we're going to take our tear and tape and add it right here to the side. So I'm going to get that now. Okay, let me get my paper piercer here. So I'm just going to lift the backing off and then just fold this over. So that's going to be the back of my box because that's the seam. So this is going to be the front of my box. I'm going to fold this over and also put tear and tape here. If your seam looks pretty good, then you don't have to worry about doing that, but I always like to put the seam on the back. Okay, so again, I'm just going to remove the backing, and then I'm going to fold that in, fold this over, and fold this over. Okay, that's the bottom, and then we're just going to give that a slight squeeze. Which side is my back? See, that seam was so perfect, I didn't even know. This is the front, and our Designer Series paper is going to go right over the top, and it looks like I gave you the wrong measurement. So what measurement did I give you? I gave you 2.5 by 2.5, but that was wrong. So let me remeasure that really quickly and tell you what that should be. It should be 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. That's okay, I've got my trimmer right here, so sorry about that. I'm just now getting back into the swing of things. So 2 1/4. Let's make sure that's right. Yep. Perfect. Okay. I'll make sure that I note that on the instructions, okay? So we'll go ahead and attach this. Well, wait a second. You know what? Let's go ahead and make the holes for our ribbon because we really don't want to go through too many layers with this punch because it makes it really difficult. So I'm going to make the holes. And then I'm going to add the Designer Series paper, and then we'll repunch that hole back out, okay? I am using the larger pattern of the Designer Series paper this time. I think back during the holidays I think I used the wider one again. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I did, because it's right in front of me. Look, here's the, what is this? My little Post-it note thingies I made. Okay, so now we're going to add the ribbon. So this is the new, what is this? Flax ribbon. It's in the Occasions catalog. And you might want to make the hole a little bit larger. You can take your stylus or your paper piercer and you can place it in there and just kind of turn it around a couple times and it'll make it a little bit larger. Okay. I almost ruined that. Now let's take the white baker's twine and we're going to tie a bow. Okay, that part's done. Now let's stamp. Okay, we're going to take the frog image and we're going to ink it up with Memento ink. And I have to remember to leave myself enough room to attach his hat. And it looks like I added my sticker a little, I don't know, looks like it's a little bit off. It's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Now while we have our ink open, let's just go ahead and stamp the greeting. Frogs hop a lot, so in my defense, I'm just going to say he was hopping, and that's why his hat's bounced up off his head, right? You could use the Stamparatus if you want. Okay, so now we're going to take the Big Shot, and we're going to use the Layering Squares Framelits. I've used the squares quite a few times, but the circles are the ones I've used the most. So now we're using the squares. Let's go ahead and corner, or not, flag the ends is what I want to say. And you might have to use a Post-it note to get, yeah, you do need a Post-it note. And I've got those right here. I knew I was going to need one. So when you want to flag something that has very little space, you just use a Post-it note. And that should do it, except I want to make it even smaller. I don't want to make it too small, so I'd rather punch it a couple times. Oh, one more time on this side. Okay, now let's go over here on this side, and let's trim that one up a bit. The Post-it note is sticking to my punch. Okay, that looks pretty good, right? Now, you could actually make it smaller by just taking your scissors and trimming this down like that, okay? Let me get the Big Shot real quick. Okay, so Big Shot, magnetic platform and a cutting pad. We're going to start with the lemon lime twist, and we're cutting out the scallop circle. There's that one. Now we're going to cut out the frog. Okay, let's get all of our pieces back in here. Okay, so now let's color our image here. I'm going to use the light Daffodil Delight along with the combo of the Granny Apple Green, okay? So let's start down here with his spots. And that's pretty good, I think, with the dark. We'll do a little. And then the light. Now I'm going to take the color lifter and I'm going to lift just a little bit of the color out right here on his stomach, okay? And then the Daffodil Delight. And I just noticed that I almost cut off too much of the crown. So we'll turn this over, add our snail, and then add it to this little scallop square. And then we're going to use dimensionals to add it to the bag. And then we're going to add the greeting in just a minute with a glue dot, okay? So let's go ahead and add this to the bag. It's cute, right? And then our glue dot. Now, before you head off, I have a little, well, and guess what? I need to trim this. So, let's see. Can I do this on camera? I think so. But I missed the glue dot. So, I have a little chick candy to give away. All I need you to do is leave a comment over on this project on my website. And I'm going to send the kit to make this project to one person. Okay, so here's the original. Here's the one we just made. I kind of messed up the ribbon. Let's see if we can get that fixed. I'm going to show you the kit real quick. It's a pretty simple kit, but it has everything you need to make this project. So paper, I'll add the ribbon and the twine in just a minute. And there you have it. Oh, I forgot to color his mouth. Hold on. Don't leave. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, now it's done. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.